excuse the weird lighting. The light's coming from the window and it's reflecting off a window upstairs or something. So I'm gonna look kind of weird here, moving in and out of the shadow doors. But that's all right because, well, now woke up this morning. I always wake up in a pretty good mood. I'm not a morning person, but as far as beginning a new day, and it's a new day, and I have that feeling every time I wake up because I'm at that age. I'm not ancient or nothing, but I'm at that age where every day is a wonderful day. Every day is, I wasted enough of my life being crazy. And it's the reflection of my necklace. I couldn't figure out what in the world was that reflection under my chin. And uploaded my video, my vlog from the day before yesterday, or yesterday maybe. No, I didn't do one yesterday. Day before yesterday. I didn't do one yesterday because I didn't want to have two in queued up. Because I did that last time, put the wrong one, and then, like anybody's ever going to see this. But, however, so I uploaded my video. It only took 2 hours instead of 4.5, and I was happy. So then I go on Facebook to see what's happening with my, peeps, in what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 countries. And then I decided to go on YouTube and look at something. So I go on YouTube and the little notification thing comes up and I said, ooh, and I'm thinking one of my faves or one of the people I'm interested in had put up another video. So I'm like, oh, clicked on it. 2 comments. Number 1, and this is a quote. I don't remember the derogatory part, but I remember this part. YOU_RE. Haircut is something. I can't remember what the statement was. Okay. To begin with. YOU_RE is a contraction for you are. So you are haircut is messed up or whatever you said. Makes no sense. You meant to say YOUR, which means belonging to you or belonging to me. Number 1. Number 2, I know who it is. It's not a real person. I know who's doing it. I know you're doing it. You're doing it to make it look like you have supporters. Anytime that little blue thing is up there without a picture, the picture on the second smart comment, I can't remember which was which, is a stock photo. And number 1, all you got to do is talk about my hair. I don't have any hair. And number 2, this hair is growing out of my head, okay? This is my hair, all right? Number 3, nothing any anonymous troll on YouTube can say to hurt my feelings. Because, see these 4 walls around me? There are 4 walls around me, okay? Then, it said I had made a comment out of the goodness of my heart, meaning absolutely no, it not being insulting at all, I didn't think. And someone said, stop trying to play YouTube psychiatrist. It makes you look uneducated. Okay. I have a master's degree in public administration. In case you don't know what that means that I run shelters. I run social service programs. That is what my degree is in. That is what I do. I have worked in a shelter. I was the administrative coordinator in a shelter. I have worked for the state of Washington in health services. I know a mentally ill person when I see one. But then on top of that, My grandson is 3 years old. He could tell that this person is bipolar, okay? And I know it's you. I know that it is you. So here, let me tell you something else. Let me tell you something else. Just like pro football teams don't play junior high school teams, you don't want to play with me. You don't want to do that. Trust me, you do not want to do that. I'm trying to be as nice as I possibly can and explain to you that you do not want to do that. Okay? You really don't want to do that. Anything that I see even vaguely sounds like a threat or vaguely sounds like something that makes me mad, I'm reporting it. I'm reporting it because people have gotten hurt, people have gotten killed, people's relatives have gotten hurt, people's relatives have come to some harm because of crap on YouTube. And it's not going to start with me, okay? It's not going to start with me. So my best advice I can give you is don't. Because I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. Do you think I'm stupid? What, was I supposed to bust out and cry because you talking about my hair? My hair is unprocessed. My hair is African, how it came out of my head. I am proud of my hair and the salt and pepper that's in there. Because that means I have some sense. I'm an elder. I have some sense. And number three, like I said, it grew out of my head. This is my hair. This is not some Korean woman's hair sewed into my head, okay? It's a Korean woman's eyelashes. But it is not like I don't have my own eyelashes. I just like them. So all of that to say this, I understand that you are under a great deal of stress right now. And my comment that I made about your mental capacity was not meant in any derogatory way. And I did not mean all homeless people are mentally ill. Some of them are, and that is the reason they are homeless. They've been productive in their lives. They're educated. They have families, and it's either drugs sometimes, mental illness sometimes, and then you have whole families out there that have done nothing, but the breadwinner could no longer support their family. Good people. Good people. I would trust one of these homeless people out here before there's a whole lot of so-called people, educated, rich, middle class, whatever you want to call it, people. I understand that. But I'm going to reiterate, you don't want to do it. You really don't want to do it. Okay? Just don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, now that's over with. I had to get ugly. I'm sorry. And then when my grandkids see this, I'm sorry. But don't let nobody push you around. See, that's how it starts. One little comment, that's how it starts. Then the next thing you know, this is America. I can say well, no, this is the Philippines, but I'm an American. I can say anything I want to on YouTube. If it's obscene, if it's hate speech, if it's racial slurs or something, then yes, YouTube has the right to take it down. But as far as my opinion, written in precise language, and I know the difference between your and you, your and you are, there's nothing you can say about it. Okay, there's nothing you can say about it. And like I said, I understand you're under stress, but leave me alone. Because really, you just don't. You don't want to. And that's a lesson also, to the class of 2116. Don't let people, because see, there's an old saying, take an inch, then they're going to take a mile next time. You know what I mean? And you have to stop it. You have to stop it before it starts. Or you're going to find yourself being, abused, you know. And like I said, I've seen what happens to people on YouTube. I've seen it. I've seen what happens to associates of mine because of social media. So it's not going to happen. So that's enough of that. Because I spent too much time. I spent 10 minutes already on that, and that don't. So speaking of rent, I paid my rent today, and it keeps going up and creeping up and creeping up. Now they quoted me one price. Okay, that's the price for the apartment itself. Okay, then you have to pay for cable, which I don't watch the television. They can turn that off. I told her that when I moved here, turn it off. I don't look at it. And then water, you have to pay for your water so much. It's a flat rate for the water, flat rate for the cable, and then your electricity. Now electricity here, like I said, I'm in the Philippines, is expensive. I understand that. But I'm sorry, I cannot do without that air conditioning. I'm menopausing, but I think I'm at the end. I think I'm almost done. And I work at my desk here in the apartment. So I don't care how much it costs. I just have to be cool. And I've never been a air conditioned person because I really don't like it. I would like my windows to be open and at nice, balmy, tropical feel to come through the window, but it's too hot. It's too hot here. And yeah, it's too hot. And I've never been an air conditioned person. When I lived in Washington, D.C., we had those hot summers. I would just sleep in our basement because the basement was always cold. But that's where the ghost was too, so that's another story. But yeah, and until I started working graveyard, because I worked for the Navy Annex, a part of the Pentagon, a division of the Pentagon that takes care of the Navy's records, and I worked graveyard. So I was sleeping during the hot part of the day, so then I had to have air conditioning or I wouldn't have been able to sleep. So I really don't care for it. It messes up I can't sing because it's messed up my nasal, passage. It's dried out my throat, but I have to have it. That's why I make it a point of leaving, the apartment at least a little while every day. Number 2. Yeah, so it keeps creeping up. Now, it was one amount last month, and it's gone up, and it went up about 1,000 pesos. I'm glad I won't be here in the summer because heaven only, because the electricity costs more in the summer because it's more demand. And plus 2, here, there's a lot of places that a lot of these little huts and stuff people live in, these little lean-tos and stuff, they don't even have any electricity. So I guess it's a commodity. I guess it's something, a premium or something. That's the word I'm looking for, a premium or something. So I don't know. Anyway, and something else, number 3, I guess, is something funny. There's a lizard. There's a lizard in my apartment. A little gray lizard. He's about that big. And I saw him night before last. He ran and got on the refrigerator. And then I saw him last night. And I want to catch him because I don't, he doesn't need to be in the house. He needs to be out in the grass where he can live and enjoy himself and, be in his habitat with his family, whatever it is he has, or she, I don't know. So I'm trying to catch him, and when I went over to pay my rent, I asked the manager of the complex, I asked her, do they bite? Because I didn't want to pick him up and he'd bite me, and then I might drop him and hurt him or something. But she said, no, they don't bite. She kind of laughed. It was another lady in the office. She kind of Japanese lady. She kind of laughed. And so I'm going to try to catch him. But he goes quick. He's not a gecko. I don't know everything about the species of gecko. But the geckos on Okinawa were kind of greenish, like the color of frogs. They kind of looked like they had little sticky little pads on their fingers, and they were, they'd hang on the wall, And I've seen them hanging outside on the wall. And plus 2, I think it might be too cold in here for him because, reptiles are cold-blooded, so they can't regulate the heat inside their bodies. So they like warm places. And when I was living in San Diego, I had a friend that had a snake, and I would put it up under my clothes, and he would stay. Well, I know he was a he. His name was Fred. He would sit there. As long as I would hold him, he would sit there. So it's probably kind of cool in here for him, and I don't want him to die under the refrigerator or die in here, you know. So I'm gonna try to again to catch him. I'm gonna try to catch him, put him outside, because he doesn't belong in the house. And then something of really important is I've really been pounding it out. I mean, yesterday I did yesterday and day before yesterday, I pounded out 4 pages like that. And it's going to be 5 pages when I go back. So what I usually do is, like I've explained this before, I go through, put up what I'm trying to say down. Half a word, no punctuation, this is anything, just to get the ideas out of my head down. All right, then I go back and spell check. Then I go back and kind of clean up the half of words, kind of add, a couple more little words. And then I go back, and this is like in days. I don't do this all at one time. Then I go back and really clean it up. Like, stuff I want to cut and paste, and, and move up, because you'll start writing something, and then you'll get down lower, and you'll write something else that you have to cut and paste and put back up where the thought was in the top. And so I usually go back and do that, spell check it. Okay, then leave it alone. All right. Then I go back again after it's spell checked, so it won't be the distraction of these crazy words and misspelling, because I'm the worst speller on this planet. But since I've been taking that fish oil supplement, I've noticed I'm spelling better. I don't know if it's my imagination. No, it's not my imagination, because I am the worst speller. I spell so bad, spell check can't even find it. They don't even know. They don't even know. What the devil? No suggestion. What the devil is that supposed to be? They can't even figure it out. It's bad. I keep a dictionary if I have to write a letter. I don't write that many actual letters, but I mean, I have the spell check thing even on my Facebook, where the little red line goes under it, because I am the worst speller on this planet. So, so what I did today was I kind of went through, she's on the train, and she's reflecting, like I said the other day, she looks out the window, she sees the woman dressed up, in the mink stole and everything, standing on the platform getting ready to go somewhere, and she says to her, in her brain, she's thinking, this woman is going somewhere. She's going somewhere for the weekend. She's going somewhere on a destination, and I don't even know where I'm going. And the people in the train around her are talking, and the women are talking about, well, it's because of the stress, and they don't know what's going on. The women around her are talking about recipes and diapers and crazy stuff that if they were standing on a corner, in their neighborhood, wouldn't seem bizarre, but it's bizarre in the surroundings that they're in. But it's just because they're nervous and they're talking about anything you can think of. And the men are speculating on where are we going. So I put a couple of little quotations of what the men are saying. Are we there yet? Where do you think we are? You think we're still in Poland? That kind of thing. I got to do the same thing for the women. Plug some stuff in, just some, quick little quotes that they're saying. And I got to do that. And then I think I will, like I said, kind of cut and paste it, and then go back to, spell check it, and then look at it again, and then cut and paste it and put it on the tail end of what I already got, and that's how it grows. So I'm going to go, I did go to Watson's, but I didn't get anything. I did, I got some eyelashes, and somebody was gonna show it. I just got some eyelashes, and I got this cuticle stuff because I was watching YouTube last night about nails, doing your nails. Well, I went to look at how to clean your false eyelashes, and then that kind of, you know how YouTube is. You look at one thing, you look at that thing, and I saw, this woman really caring for her cuticles. Really caring. My nails. These are my nails, and she was really caring because you can always tell because some are short, some are long. That's how you can always tell. If they were fake, they'd all be uniform. So I'm going to go, and hopefully when I upload this tomorrow, it'll only be 2.5 hours again. But I mean, that still is ridiculous, in Japan, in the apartment in Japan, 10 minutes, boom. This is the slowest internet on the planet. So anyway, I apologize for being evil, the first part of the video. I'm usually very, very even tempered, but I can come out like a lioness too. And I don't have to cuss, and I don't have to be mean, and I don't have to be, but I'm just saying what's on my mind. And trust me, you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. Trust me. This is from one, woman to woman. Don't do it. So I'll see you guys later.